Hey Scorpio, welcome to your new weekly reading for August. This is the Guiding Chariot. This is going to be a timeless general reading for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. A few house rules before we get started. This is a timeless reading, so no matter when you find it, just because it went up in August, you find it in September, December, doesn't matter. The message is going to be just as relevant for you then. Time is just an illusion. Because this is a general reading though, my only ask is that you do not force any messages. Because we have multiple stories coming up, there may be a card or a message that comes through. Doesn't make sense for your situation, doesn't fit your circumstances. That message just wasn't meant for you. Leave it on the table and take the rest. All right. Okay, we're going to start off with some oracles for you. I think we got it already. Sweet. That was easy. And then we're obviously going to go into tarot. So you guys got the Mirror. Beautiful card. So the Mirror. Prompt reads, who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? So Scorpio, may be feeling triggered, might be a little sensitive to something or someone or situation. Big thing with this card, with the Mirroring card, is not necessarily seeing things from different perspectives, but what is going on around you, what is happening to you, is a reflection of an inner working, right? So why, if you are feeling triggered, like we'll just take it super literally, if something's happened or you're speaking to someone, they say something and it just like, you get that little twitch, you're like, what? How could you say that? Yeah. Happens to me all the time. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I see you. But you think about when that happens. Normally it triggers because it's reminding us of something, right? We're seeing something in the external world that matches up with something in our internal world. And it's probably something we don't like, we're mad at, we're ashamed of. There's a negative association to that thing. So when we see it on the outside, it reminds us of the thing on the inside. And then it just, why would you do that? That's very that energy. So this mirroring is, I would say with this card coming up, there's an intentional mirroring happening right now. Not that it's your intent, like universal intent. They're trying to show you something. They're trying to bring something up, right? And Scorpio, incredibly deep. If there's something you don't like, if there's a little bit poison in there that you just don't want to deal with, you're the one sign that can take that thing and bury it so deep, no one will ever find it again. This is the universe forcing it back up. Be like, hey, here's the thing I want you to deal with. Here's the thing. Your life will be so much smoother if you can sort this out. So since you've hidden it and maybe have even forgotten what it was, I'm going to remind you by showing it to you in your consciousness. I'm showing it to you in the outside to bring it back up so we can finally deal with this and get it out of the subconscious and move on, right? So I would say expect something like that to happen. Expect to start seeing things in your world that keep reminding you of something or keep bringing something up. Even if it's something, oh my God, I haven't thought of that in years. I didn't even think it was still a problem. It's coming up so it can be fully released now, right? And we can truly let it go and move on and be completely done with it. Eight of Pentacles, we got work to do. Eight of Pentacles. So remember, Eight of Pentacles is devotion and not devotion, dedication. That's the word I wanted. Dedication to your tasks. It's honing your crafts, refining yourself, polishing your blade, right? Making yourself sharper. As I say that. Ace of Cups, truth, clarity, understanding. Now, it is upside down. I don't really like to reverse aces because I think their energy is far too pure, right? So this could be denying communication, right? You're trying to, like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that work right now. I don't feel like it. So probably dealing with some shadow work. My lovely Scorpios. We've got the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, our happily ever after. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She may not feel, she probably isn't feeling as grounded and as stable as she normally does. She may not feel super secure in herself. Doesn't mean she's not secure, right? Because she's still the Queen of Pentacles. She's just maybe not feeling that way right now. Or at least not to the capacity where we want her to be, right? With this Ten of Cups energy. or where she should be and deserves to be. I would say there's also a caution, I'll put it that way. There's also kind of like a little warning, like a little caution to not be super hasty and do things out of reaction, right? Which isn't something you would normally do anyway, Scorpio. That's not, that's not kind of who you are. But if you're in this triggered state, right? If you're already heightened emotionally, right? And you're still a water sign. Your emotional body, your emotional space, very important to how you function and how you operate and truly affects how you see the world, how you integrate and participate in it. So definitely I can see if you aren't feeling super secure, if you're feeling like you have to be on guard, like maybe you can't trust the people you're around, or are upset and frustrated with their behavior or a situation that's surrounding you, for sure that's going to get you frazzled, and for sure that's going to make you, maybe make decisions a little hastier than you would normally. But again, you're being asked to pause and take a look at this reflection. Why is this bothering me? Why is this so triggering? What is it that's making me feel this? Maybe it be, and what am I feeling? You may just blanket it as, just something bad and makes you angry. But really, what is it? There could be some subtle nuances to that feeling. There could be some sadness in there. There could be some regret in there, right? So we've got the Hermit in reverse, King of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Oh, okay. Some heavy emotional stuff. That is some very heavy emotional stuff. We're gonna unpack that. We're gonna take a little minute to deal with this. So let's start on the innermost section of it. So this eight, technically it's this Eight of Swords and then Four of Cups next to that. So again, Eight of Cups is that idea that we're trapped, we're stuck, right? And I keep getting this like visual of like when you back a cat up in the corner, so it has nowhere to go. It's face to face with whatever adversary, whatever, oppressor is in front of it, and it just lashes out, right? Same thing with you, Scorpio. That tail, like when you get backed up in the corner, that tail comes right out, and it's just going to stab anything in the way. I would almost argue, whatever this triggering event is, whether it's happened, whether you're aware of it, this may even be something that's not even brand new. It's something that has been, it's like a regular trigger for you. There's the same topic that always gets in the way or always gets you out of your Zen kind of flow space. And I'm partly saying that because of this Four of Cups, right? So the Four of Cups will kind of dwell over those kind of heavier emotions and kind of keep looking at them, but not in a way that's helping to heal them. It's kind of like a little pity party-esque, right? You're just like, oh, look at that. That sucks. That really does suck. Oh, I hate having that there. Like, oh, why does this have to sit with me? Like, oh, I just don't like that. Like, look at that. It doesn't even look nice. Like, it's just not good. It doesn't feel good. Like, you're not solving the problem. You're just kind of staring at it, right? And it just keeps poking you and poking you and poking you, right? So with these two coming up tells me that it's whatever this stuck kind of meh feeling is, it has been something that you have been looking at and dealing with. Excuse me. I don't want to say for a long time, but long enough where like you probably already kind of have an idea, or you've kind of already seen it pop up a couple times, in the past or even recently, depending, for some of you. That's just this little nagging, niggling thing that, again, you're allowing to let you hold you back versus being free of it. Because the thing with the Eight of Swords, it's always an illusion, right? It's always an illusion. You're never actually stuck. You're never actually trapped or limited by this energy. It's just the illusion. It makes us feel that way. And again, I talked about it. Emotional body, very important for you as a water sign. Then we have the King of Cups. More watery energy for you, my friend. This particular energy is a very sensitive one. And what essentially is happening here, it's feeling all of this emotion. So that's why I'm not even talking about it like you don't know what this is. You know what this is. You totally know what this is. And if you don't, probably not the message for you. But you know what this is. Because the King of Cups is very aware. He feels all of these emotions. He runs the ocean of emotion, right? Like he knows every inch of this ocean. You know, he also internalizes a lot of it, right? He holds a lot of that in because he stays grounded. He stays in the center of it. So the storms and the waves can be as rocky as they need to be, but he holds ground. He holds his little kingdom steady, right? And that's a good thing. We do want to be centered. We don't want our emotions to overpower us. We are the ones in control, right? This Hermit in reverse, though, this is kind of related to, we talked about having to do some shadow work, right? With, oh, sorry, you can't see that. I'm showing it to the window. We talked about this shadow work kind of coming up with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. This Hermit is the one to help you do that. He's the one who goes within, to find the light, to find the wisdom, to find the understanding. But it's an internal journey. This is that refusal to not do that work. This is the, nope, I'm not going in there. No, it's dark in there. I'm not, no, there's nothing in there for me. I don't want to go in there. I don't feel like doing that. No. Ugh. I got better things to do. I'm not, no, I don't enjoy that. I'm not doing that. That's exactly what that is. But again, that's the work we have to do. We have to face this, right? We have to face that 8. Communication on the bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. That might be what you're blocking by refusing to do the work. Five of Cups, there may be some loss or some mourning associated with this, right? And it could be actual loss, like this could have to do with losing someone in the past, someone important to you. We have the, sorry, thinking about something else. So, Queen of Cups. So we've got some soulmate twin flame energy possibly coming through in this reading. So this could be about a soulmate. I would say probably a karmic one. So maybe something happened in the past. You're now in separation, but things keep happening that are triggering those memories, triggering what went right, what went wrong, what part did they play, what part did I play. Could be some stuff popping up with that. We also have the Six of Wands, which is, yes, a card of victory, but it's also a card of recognition, right? So there may be this need to really recognize and understand what all this meant, to see it for what it is. And I would also say see not only the shortcomings, right? Because this Four of Cups energy is always going to look at the bad stuff. It's going to look at the empty cups, right? So the Six of Wands is recognition, but it is also victory. So it could be, instead of focusing on this energy, the Five of Cups, what went wrong, what we lost, what failed, it could also be, how did we win? What did we succeed at? What did we do well? Because here with the World card, we're trying to finish up this karmic loop. So that I would say, if not recently, in the kind of recent past, I don't think this is some old stuff, this mirror has shown up, right? The event in question could be past, right? But I will say it feels like it's probably something that's still kind of raw, something that still is a very easy and a very strong, noticeable trigger for you, Scorpio, that the universe, again, is forcing you to look at, because it really wants you to close that chapter. It really wants you to let that go and really see it for what it was, and see it for the opportunity that it was, the blessing that it was. Even if it was challenging, even if it was hard, there was a blessing and a reason, a purpose for that to happen. And if it was a relationship that, this king and queen are kind of hinting at, it could totally mean that it was karmic. This situation had to happen to release the two of you. And there was massive healing that was going to be triggered by this event, regardless if that triggering happened while you were in union or it happened because you separated. And that doesn't mean you can't come back together after the healing's done. There are so many relationships where that happens. They met too soon, blew up, had to separate, evolved on their own journeys, and they came back together. It's not an uncommon story, so that could still happen if you want it to happen. But there's definitely a big release and a big karmic contract that needs to be sorted out and ended and fully let go, right? For there to be balance again. This thing from the past is truly just serving as a trigger to get you to finish that lesson, to get you to understand why it happened this way. What was the point of it, right? It wasn't just this person came into my life just to give me a bunch of stress and headache and ugh. Like, what did I learn? How do I need to be different? Is it in how I go through the dating process, right? I'm using it as a relationship, but again, it could be work, it could be family, it could be just regular interactions. Apply it to where it makes sense, but if it is relationship, how could I have shown up differently to avoid this path? Did I fall too easily? Could be a thing. Did I not take enough time to get to know this person? Did we move too quickly? Was I too rigid when it came to compromising and sorting things out? Was I fair? Did I let too many things go? Did I tolerate and accept too many things where I should have spoken up, where I should have said something, before it just became bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it broke the dam, and then I couldn't hold it in anymore? Was there a better way to handle that, right? At the end of the day, we can only control our own actions. So things like that are always meant to, help to show us how we can grow and how we can evolve, right? And I don't say that to put all the blame on you. I'm not even saying any blame is on you. But there's always a lesson to be learned. There's always something we can see, and take for what it is, and instead of taking it for granted. All right, my loves, I am going to wrap up your reading there. As always, I'm sending you love and appreciation for everything you share with me and my channel. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you could drop a comment down below, hit the thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell on to be notified when your next reading comes out. And until next time, stay safe. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you in your next video. Bye.